Today, we delve into a collection of profound ideas that possess the power to reshape your existence. We are exploring 12 foundational principles for a meaningful life. The wisdom contained within great books is one of the most valuable investments you can make in yourself. These books are treasure chests, holding decades of lived experience from some of the world's most insightful thinkers. Instead of navigating life's complexities through trial and error over many years, you can absorb the lessons of experts in a remarkably short time. This condensed wisdom can fundamentally alter your perceptions, your actions, and the very course of your life. Time is the one resource shared equally by all. The wealthy and the poor alike receive the same 24 hours each day. How you choose to invest those hours determines the future you will inhabit. This exploration of 12 life-altering principles can transform your mindset, amplify your confidence, and guide you towards significant achievement. It will also serve as a powerful tool for improving your English, introducing you to new vocabulary and complex ideas, thereby enhancing your speaking skills and overall confidence. Let us begin with the first transformative principle. Principle 1. Carry yourself with confidence, shoulders back and head held high. This is about more than just good posture. It is a declaration of strength, capability, and self-respect. When you stand tall, you send a powerful signal to the world, and more importantly, to yourself, that you are prepared to meet any challenge. The connection between our body language and our mental state is scientifically established. Slouching, avoiding eye contact, and keeping your head down can induce feelings of weakness, anxiety, and diminished confidence. Conversely, standing upright, making eye contact, and walking with purpose triggers a chemical response in your brain that boosts feelings of power and self-assurance. Society naturally respects individuals who project confidence and control. Consider two candidates at a job interview. The first, let's call him Michael, enters the room with a hunched posture, his gaze fixed on the floor, and speaks in a hesitant whisper. The interviewer instinctively perceives a lack of confidence. Then David walks in. He is standing tall, offers a warm smile, maintains direct eye contact, and speaks with clarity and conviction. The interviewer sees a strong, intelligent, and capable individual. Who is more likely to secure the position? David, not necessarily because of superior knowledge, but because of the powerful presence he commands. To apply this, begin each day by standing before a mirror. Take a deep breath, pull your shoulders back, and affirm to yourself, I am capable, I am confident, I can overcome any obstacle. When you walk in public, hold your head high and meet the gaze of others. This simple adjustment in your physical bearing can revolutionize your confidence, your relationships, and your path to success. Principle 2. Nurture yourself as you would someone you are responsible for helping. It is a common paradox that people often provide better care to others than they do to themselves. They offer support, advice, and compassion to friends and family, yet neglect their own well-being. If a friend were ill, you would insist they receive proper medical care, rest, and kindness. But when you are the one who is stressed, exhausted, or facing adversity, do you offer yourself the same grace? Many people disregard their own needs, fueling a cycle of bad habits, toxic relationships, and persistent self-doubt. Imagine a dear friend, Sarah, is struggling. She feels lost and is on the verge of abandoning her dreams. You would never insult her or call her a failure. Instead, you would offer encouragement and help her find her strength. Yet, when you yourself stumble, what is your internal dialogue? Often, it is harsh and self-deprecating. The solution is to begin treating yourself with the same love and care you would give to a cherished friend. Prioritize your physical health through proper nutrition, adequate sleep, and regular exercise. Safeguard your mental health by distancing yourself from negativity and destructive habits. Invest in your own growth by reading, acquiring new skills, and building your confidence. When you begin to treat yourself with genuine respect and compassion, your entire world will begin to shift. Principle 3. Befriend people who genuinely want the best for you. The company you keep profoundly shapes your destiny. If you surround yourself with individuals who are negative, lazy, and unsupportive, their attitudes will inevitably drag you down. Conversely, if you associate with ambitious, positive, and encouraging people, you will be inspired to reach greater heights. Your mindset is a reflection of your environment. Ambition is contagious. Being around hardworking friends motivates you to elevate your own efforts. Toxic relationships, on the other hand, drain your energy and plant seeds of doubt. Picture two social circles. Group A is defined by constant complaining, gossip, and excuse-making. They resist personal growth and discourage any new endeavors. Group B is a community of encouragement, where members push each other to improve and celebrate one another's victories. It is clear that associating with Group B will foster personal growth. Therefore, choose your circle wisely. Surround yourself with positive and ambitious individuals. Do not hesitate to distance yourself from friendships that introduce negativity into your life. Seek mentors and immerse yourself in environments that inspire you. Remember the adage, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Principle 4, measure your progress against who you were yesterday, not against someone else today. In our hyper-connected world, the temptation to compare ourselves to others is constant. Social media presents a curated gallery of success, exotic travels, luxury possessions, and flawless achievements that can make our own lives feel inadequate. This comparison is a primary source of unhappiness and demotivation. When you measure yourself against others, you are focusing on an irrelevant metric. Their journey, with its unique set of circumstances, is not your own. This principle advises that the only valid comparison is with your former self. The crucial question is not, am I doing better than them? But rather, am I doing better than I was yesterday? Imagine 2 individuals. The first, Tom, starts his day by scrolling through social media, seeing images of perfect bodies and extravagant lifestyles. He feels defeated before his day even begins. The second, James, focuses on his own trajectory. He asks himself, did I improve today? Did I learn something new? Even a small step forward is a victory. James is the one who will grow and ultimately succeed because his energy is directed toward self-improvement, not envy. Consider 2 English language learners. The first watches fluent speakers online and feels discouraged by the gap in their abilities, eventually giving up. The second learner tracks her own progress, celebrating the fact that today she knows 5 more words than yesterday and can form a sentence she couldn't last month. This focus on personal growth fuels her motivation and leads to fluency. To apply this, each day, acknowledge one thing you did better than the day before. Cease the futile exercise of comparing your life to the highlight reels of others. Focus on becoming 1% better every day. This consistent, incremental improvement will compound into massive success over time. Principle 5. Do not permit your children to do anything that makes you dislike them. This principle extends beyond parenting to the realm of self-discipline and personal responsibility. A common parental error is the failure to instill discipline. A child who is never corrected for poor behavior grows into an adult who lacks emotional control, a strong work ethic, and the ability to handle criticism. However, this rule is fundamentally about how you discipline yourself. If you indulge in every whim without self-restraint, you are setting yourself up for future hardship. If you consistently procrastinate, waste time, neglect your health, and avoid learning new skills, you are building a life you will eventually resent. Imagine a young man, Leo, who was never taught self-discipline. As an adult, he is chronically late for work, cannot manage stress, and blames others for his shortcomings. These habits lead to professional and personal failure, creating a life he detests. In contrast, another young man, taught the value of discipline, is responsible, emotionally regulated, and proactive. He builds strong relationships and creates a life of fulfillment. Ask yourself, what habits am I tolerating now that will cause me pain in the future? Cultivate self-discipline. If you know an action is detrimental to your future, stop doing it. Your life is the sum of your daily habits. Ensure you are building a future you will cherish. Principle 6. Put your own house in perfect order before you criticize the world. It is easy to blame external factors for our problems, the government, the economy, society. But this principle argues that before attempting to change the world, one must first address the chaos within one's own life. If your personal life is in disarray, you lack the foundation from which to effect meaningful change elsewhere. Complaining is a passive act. Taking responsibility is a powerful one. Consider two friends. The first constantly complains about his financial situation, blaming the system and the wealthy. Yet he makes no effort to improve his skills or manage his money, spending his time on passive entertainment. The second friend, facing similar circumstances, focuses on what he can control. He learns, works diligently, and takes ownership of his financial future. Years later, the second friend has achieved stability and success, while the first remains in the same state of complaint. Before you criticize the world, examine your own life. Are your habits, your relationships, and your mindset in order? Take complete responsibility for your actions. The moment you shift your focus from blaming the world to improving yourself, your life will begin to transform. Principle 7. Pursue what is meaningful, not what is expedient. Human nature often gravitates toward the path of least resistance, shortcuts, immediate rewards, and instant gratification. This principle teaches that genuine fulfillment and lasting success are found by pursuing what holds deep meaning, even when it is difficult. The desire for success without effort is a common trap. People want wealth without work, fitness without exercise, and fluency without practice. But life's most valuable achievements demand patience, dedication, and perseverance. Imagine you are faced with two paths. The first is easy and comfortable, but leads to a destination of mediocrity and regret. The second path is steep and challenging, demanding discipline and effort, but it culminates in profound success and fulfillment. Most people opt for the easy path, but true greatness is reserved for those who choose the meaningful one. Consider two students, Emily and Jessica, both learning a new skill. Emily seeks shortcuts, skipping difficult modules and avoiding practice. After a year, her progress is minimal. Jessica embraces the challenge, practicing daily and pushing through difficulties. After a year, she has achieved mastery. Stop searching for quick fixes. Focus on authentic growth and long-term objectives. Ask yourself if your choices are driven by meaning or by mere convenience. True success is not about finding the easiest route. It is about choosing the path that matters, no matter how difficult it may be. Principle 8. Tell the truth, or at least do not lie. Lies told to oneself or to others are often born from fear of the truth, of responsibility, of judgment. But each deception erodes the foundation of your character. This principle posits that honesty is the cornerstone of self-respect, confidence, and success. While a lie might offer temporary relief, it ultimately creates a web of complications, stress, and failure. Consider two employees in a company. Anna is consistently honest. If she makes a mistake, she admits it and learns from it. Her colleagues trust her implicitly. Ben, however, habitually lies. He blames others for his errors and fabricates stories to protect his image. Over time, his reputation is ruined, and he loses the trust of his peers. Anna, through her integrity, builds a more successful career. Success in life is built on a foundation of trust and character. Be honest with yourself about your weaknesses and your efforts. Be truthful with others, as it builds the bonds of trust. If you find yourself in a situation where you cannot tell the truth, at least refrain from telling a lie. A life of integrity is a life of power. Principle 9. Assume that the person you are listening to might know something you do not. Many people prefer talking to listening, operating under the assumption that they already possess all necessary knowledge. This principle is a reminder that every person you meet has unique experiences and knowledge from which you can learn. Genuine listening is a catalyst for growth. If you believe you know everything, you close the door to new learning. Furthermore, people feel valued and respected when they are truly heard. Listening is also a powerful tool for problem solving, as solutions are often hidden within the experiences of others. Imagine two individuals on a path to success. The first believes he is an expert, dismissing advice and ignoring feedback. His growth stagnates. The second actively seeks wisdom, listening to mentors, learning from the mistakes of others, and adapting his approach. His progress is exponential. The formula is simple: listen, learn, and apply. When engaging with others, make a conscious effort to listen more than you speak. Ask insightful questions. Be open to the possibility that everyone has something valuable to teach you. Principle 10. Be precise in your speech. Vague and unclear communication leads to a life of confusion, misunderstanding, and disorganization. This principle emphasizes the power of precision. When you can articulate a problem with clarity, you are halfway to solving it. When you speak with precision, you command respect and build trust. When you define your goals with specificity, you dramatically increase your likelihood of achieving them. Think of a doctor. A diagnosis of "you are sick" is useless, but a diagnosis of "you have a specific bacterial infection requiring this particular antibiotic" provides a clear path to recovery. The same applies to your life. The statement, "My life is a mess," is too general to act upon. But stating, "I am struggling with financial discipline and need to create a budget," identifies a clear problem and points toward a solution. Be specific in your goal setting. Instead of "I want to be successful," define it as "I will acquire a new professional certification within 6 months." Speak and think in a way that is clear, strong, and effective. The more precise your language, the more control you have over your life. Principle 11. Do not bother children when they are skateboarding. This is a metaphor for embracing risk, courage, and the process of growth. A common instinct is to shield ourselves and others from all potential harm. But a life devoid of risk is a life devoid of growth. We learn by facing challenges, by falling and getting back up. If you consistently avoid difficulty, you will remain fragile and fearful. Consider 2 young men. The first, Mark, always plays it safe. He avoids risks, shies away from challenges, and never steps outside his comfort zone. He becomes insecure and dependent. The second, Alex, embraces challenges. He starts a business knowing it might fail. He speaks up even when he's nervous. He learns difficult skills. Through these trials, he becomes strong, confident, and independent. Alex is the one who will achieve more in life because he understands that challenges are the building blocks of strength. Growth happens at the edge of your comfort zone. Failure is not the opposite of success. It is an integral part of it. Take calculated risks. The more you challenge yourself, the more capable you become. A powerful life is forged in the face of adversity. Principle 12. Pet a cat when you encounter one on the street. This final principle is about finding moments of grace and beauty amidst life's inherent suffering. Life is filled with challenges, sadness, and pain. Yet, even in the darkest of times, small moments of beauty and peace exist. The unexpected kindness of a stranger, the warmth of the sun, the simple presence of an animal. These small joys can serve as anchors, reminding us that life is still worth living. Imagine 2 people experiencing a difficult period. The first focuses solely on the pain and descends into hopelessness. The second, while still acknowledging the pain, also notices the small positive moments: a beautiful song, a good cup of coffee, a walk in nature. This focus on the small good things provides the resilience needed to move forward. This person will recover more quickly because they are able to find light even in the darkness. No matter how overwhelming your struggles may seem, actively look for these small moments of peace. Take a break, breathe, and appreciate the simple goodness that still exists in the world. This mindset can provide the strength to endure even the most difficult of times. In closing, the journey toward a stronger, more meaningful life is not an easy one. You are faced with a choice: remain where you are, trapped in a cycle of complaint and excuse, or seize control and consciously build the life you desire. No one is coming to rescue you. The strength, success, and happiness you seek must be forged by your own hands. The world respects those who take responsibility, listens to those who speak with clarity, and rewards those who embrace growth. So, what choice will you make? Will you continue down the same path, or will you use these principles to change your life's trajectory? The power is yours. Your future is not a matter of chance, but a matter of choice. It is waiting for those who are brave enough to claim it.